Well, friends, we are playing a brand new game. I'm kind of excited for this title. I think it came out in 2019, and coming on Steam at some point. Paid, which turns out to be very giving me the option from habit. So there, my iPod is here. In. Oh dear. Well, this is bad news. My mic is not good. I have it turned all the way up. So I'll need to switch it. 1 moment. I will be not heard for a moment until So hopefully you can hear me at this point. Please let me know if you can hear me. The situation is that I have lost one of my earbuds, and I've been trying some other options. And having only one earbud means that I can only stream as long as that earbud has juice, and when it runs out of juice, then I'm done. So far, I have tried some plug-in options and some other Bluetooth options, and I've just consistently been not loud enough with those, which is unfortunate. So in that case, I'm going to jump right into a brand new game. I have not watched any playthroughs. I have no idea how the controls work, and I don't currently. Where did I put? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, never mind. We can look around. Somewhat. We can't turn around. You don't turn around in an elevator. It's very rude. Oh, these controls are very wacky. Alright, right now I'm touching somewhere, anywhere on the screen, and that's changing where I'm looking. But this button on the left, aha, that changes the direction I'm going. Got it. I have approached the desk. What have we here? Some very 1950s, 1960s vibes. What is this? Is this like fast forward and rewind? Don't know yet. Haha dogs, hello. Korako, I do like this jazzy background music. Thank you for the hug. Thank you for the audio feedback. Constellazio, that's very helpful as I'm, just trying to deal with the situation. Interact with items when the cursor changes. Well, the cursor does not, aha, like that, or no. When we get a delta, that means we can interact with something. Some areas can be inspected closer to find and use items. You guys, I've been thinking about adding a new tag to my streams for the time being. There is a soft speaking tag, and I thought that's probably an appropriate tag for me to use right now because honestly, I shouldn't be doing anything else. I have no idea what that was we just picked up. Aha, this is our inventory. We have a card with holes. Oh, what is a card with holes? What just happened? Okay, we can look at it. It's as if we're looking through it or what? What is this card? I don't even see the holes at this point. So far, so confusing. We still have the delta here, which means maybe we can still interact. No. Yes. No. Oh my, what's going on? That's frightening. Light coming in from I don't want to be seen, and yet I want to look out the window. It seems to be daytime here and nighttime there. It seems to be daytime out there. It was definitely not daytime a moment ago. That's slightly upsetting. Is this a mirror? Am I a vampire? A stereoscope, that was my thought, that it might be a stereoscope, but I haven't figured out how to actually interact with it. It makes me think that I should use it to look at those photos that we have there. Well, alright, that's mysterious. An eyeball with some crosshairs that look like they have to do with TV test patterns from back in the day. Alright, let's go back here again and pull up this. And then, no, when I click on it, it goes away. If I click on both of these two deltas at the same time, no, it goes away when I pick up my fingers. And when I'm zoomed in here, I can't pick that item from my inventory. However, I see that we have the same open sign with a delta next to it in one picture and an eye next to it in the next, and then the eye and the delta. And are we looking at that same sign from the back? I really can't tell what the third photo is of, except for that we can see both the eye and the delta. And here's a delta on the envelope. Okay, all right. I have learned nothing so far. Let's go figure out what this is about. Is this where the music is coming from? It does appear to be a test pattern. Back in the day, there was not something to watch 24/7. At a certain hour, I don't know, depended on your channel, I suppose, midnight maybe, they played a test pattern instead of a program. They broadcast a test pattern just to be like, okay, the TV is working, it's just that there's nothing to watch right now. Come back when there's something to watch. And I was a child during Ronald Reagan's administration, and I recall between the last show, which was evening news, the 11 o'clock news, and the test pattern was an American flag, which waved in the wind, and the national anthem. I don't know if that's actually something that happened, or whether anybody else recalls such a thing having happened. Because my parents didn't remember that. They just asked me, what was I doing awake at such an hour? I don't know. That's a good question. We didn't actually have a TV the majority of my childhood, but we occasionally borrowed one. Hello. Alright, a radiator, a lamp. Looks ominous. So strange. Okay, is this a two-way or a one-way? It looks... Aha! So, beyond this glass is an interrogation room? If those are anything, I can't tell what. Let's take a look at this. Oh, touch triangle to open inventory. Investigate suitcase. Oh, aha! Here's a stereoscope. Did anybody else have one of these? I had a much more modern version of it that was red, and instead of looking at one picture at a time, oh, so I wasn't the only one that heard the national anthem at that point. I had not heard about that. Coraco radio stations also signed on and off with U.S. national anthem, says Consorcio. It was morning in America. It was quite a time. So my version of this, I do not remember the brand name. The only word that's popping into my head is viewfinder, and that was definitely not it. Viewmaster, I think, maybe. And it had a disc of multiple pictures. I'm not sure how many were on each disc, maybe 12. And you put the disc in, and it had a lever on the side, and every time you depress the lever, it would change to a new picture. And you look through what the green part here in this picture. When you put your head face up to that and look through, you would see a three-dimensional image. It is a stereoscope view. And you had a Viewmaster as well. Lovely. Yeah, Coraco seems to have had the same kind that I did. Alright. Oh. Alright, let's investigate that a little more. This is the instructions up here. So you put your card in, and then you look. Alright, let's try that. Oh, resume. Oh, even instructions right here. Okay. Let's triangle to open inventory. We'll take the card with the holes and combine it with the viewer. That was easier than I thought it would be. Now we have a picture with... Hello? But why can't I touch this or move? I'm very confused. Oh, it's gone again. I can put it down, but I can't move or use it. Alright, that must mean that we have to go get something else to add to it. I would have thought it was complete enough already. I'm confused. I always assume, in my case, that it's user error. Well, you had a Toy Story one. Mine did not have a theme, but I think I might have had pictures from the Jungle Book. Is that possible? I am not sure if that was possible. All right. No, there's no percentage here. Nothing for me to do there. Okay. Oh, what? We've got the stereoscope. And we've put the picture in the viewer. But when we touch it, it goes back into the inventory. And we can't access it here, and we already have a picture in it. The aliens learn about Earth with a stereoscope. Seems reasonable. Alright, what floor are we on? Does it matter? Five, maybe? Five, indeed. Uh-huh. Well... Oh! I have to use the stereoscope in the right place. That's really odd. Oh. I have unlocked the painting achievement. I see the moon, I think. And, yes, this is a painting I know. This is probably a painting you know. This diner here. And here's, I've seen this before. Let's see. In the photos, this sign in approximately the above my head position had a delta. But of course, with perspectives, it's very hard to tell. We've got the moon and a lamp and a telephone booth. And I see no delta that appears anywhere. Now, of course, the hardest job any game designer ever had was to get people to look up, right? I still don't see that little delta that appears when there's something to do. Oh, hadn't turned my head this far before. Okay, there's a door there. And I don't know what this area is. Here's the diner. It's like a well? I mean, sure. And telephone wires or electricity, probably both. And little bugs. All right, maybe at this point there's nothing to do, only looking. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I can actually walk around here. Oh, I'm so confused. I thought we were looking through a stereoscope. We actually have. All right, we need to build a crank to send this grab hog down there and pull up something interesting, I assume. There's the moon again. All right. Oh, There is a missing stool. It's quite dark. 0000. I don't remember seeing 0000 when I looked at that neon sign in the photographs. Aha! We can interact. Maybe? Maybe not. Alright. Cannot currently get in that door. We need a door handle, perhaps? Okay, moon is over there. Let's check out the door to the diner. This door has a handle. We can go inside. Oh, I just love this soundscape. What do you guys think about the sound in this game? So far, everything is black and white. I see stairs, and it was daylight, but now it is night. Hello? What are you? I do not have a coin. Oh, we got a ticket. Okay. Now we have a ticket. For what it's worth, I keep exiting when I don't mean to. It's unintentional. Twilight episode vibes. Yeah. Alright, this is not 1960s music. Tell you what. Alright, we are missing a bar stool. Counter stool? Bar stool? It's a bar stool, right? But this isn't a bar, this is a counter. Let's go behind the counter. Oh, music is louder here. 2 for 2. We cannot interact with this. Where's the pity? Can we go back to the kitchen? That seems to be where the noise is coming from. No, we cannot. Alright, we've got a ticket though. That's something we didn't have before. Let's go upstairs. Oh my, it's very dark. I can't see where I'm going. Oh. I'm very confused. I can't see where I'm going at all. Who's that? That appears to be a window. Oh, okay. Looking back down the stairs. Ah. I see something that is not black and white. Oh my. This is our first foray outside of the world of black and white. I'm a little concerned. It looks scary. I'm avoiding. Alright, the TV is on. Oh, we can interact with the TV. Do I want to? Alright. Nothing to see there yet. The light does draw me to this piece of newspaper. So maybe the sign that we saw didn't actually have zeros, but just was not legible for some reason. Interesting. Anything in here? My early days playing very early adventure video games says always check the nightstand. There might be something in there. If we see something you can interact with, but you miss it, and we say, well, how about if I get stuck, then yes. Because I am definitely doing a blind playthrough. I haven't gone to see any bits of this on YouTube or anything like that. So, well, it's not a hotel. I don't know what this is, but it's definitely not a hotel. So how about, let's say, hold that thought, and I will probably ask for help at some point. Okay, it's a plant. I'm having trouble approaching it. I'm very awkward. And it doesn't appear to be interact with a bull. Is that a word? Well, I'm getting government vibes, you know? Like, it's maybe the apartment for some secret agent. So I'll ask this, Three-apologist. Did you see something in this room that I could have interacted with that I missed? Just a yes or a no would be an awesome small hint. No. Okay. All right. I didn't even find anything in there, did I? That's just so disappointing. What is that dot? I'm not used to seeing a dot like that on a clock. Did we find anything useful up here at all? We saw the green triangle. That's the first colored thing we've seen. And we messed about with the TV and learned nothing. Nothing yet. Oh, again. Not what I meant to do. All right, let's go back downstairs. This is tempting, but not accessible at the moment. It seems odd that I should have had such a fruitless trip upstairs. But I have not explored everything yet. We haven't gone over here. What is over here? A dumpster. A bucket. Alright. Maybe we need to water the plants. Seems reasonable. Watering the plant seems like a thing that one could do. Is this a place that I can... There was a door up there, right? Up there. So that makes me think there's probably a door down here, but it's so dark I can't see a darn thing. Okay, where can I get some water? You would think that I could get water in the diner. What about the other dial on the TV? I did try the other dial and it just kind of kicked me back out of the TV interaction place. But I have a bucket now. I could put it on my head. Hey, buckets go here. Maybe I'm supposed to take the bucket to the well. Right? Yes, now I can interact with that. Oh, I have taken the hook. Oh, that's not what I expected. I have combined the hook and the bucket, and now I have a bucket on a hook, which I do not know how to reintegrate here. Assuming that, there we go. All right, I now have a bucket on a hook, and I thought that I didn't have a crank, but I do have a crank. I'm gonna get a thing. Water is sometimes here. I heard water splash. Indeed, splash is good. I've got a bucket full of water. And a hook, for what it's worth. Alright, let's go back upstairs and water that plant. Oh, that's not a door, that's a window. Let's try again. Walking through doors is much... I've gone back down the stairs because it's dark. Wasn't on purpose, I assure you. There we go. It appears that my ears, and therefore also my microphone, are disconnecting and reconnecting, which is not good. I do not know why they would have done that, because the sound is low. I'm on a phone call? Or do you hear... Did you hear what I just heard? The voice that I heard? I don't know whether it's part of the game. Because if it's not, then I'm a little concerned. Sound is low because my audio is not connected to the game. I mean to the... What is going on? Okay, now my earbuds are connected again. I have one earbud. And what happened to it was it disconnected and reconnected, but did not reconnect to the game. Instead, I heard a voice that said, "All agents are currently assisting other callers. Please stay on the line. And an agent will be with you shortly," which made me think I had accidentally called 911, but I would have heard a different sound from my phone had that been the case. So while my sound was low, what was happening was my tablet was picking up the audio directly rather than the audio of my voice directly rather than the mic in my earbud. I can only do one thing at a time. There is no meanwhile. I can't do more than one thing at a time. My brain is not working that well yet. And I'm a little concerned if I wind up having called emergency services for some reason. That would not be ideal, but I don't see that as a thing that I did. It was just my earbud said it in my ear. Ah, a cash register picture. All right, let's go back to the cash register then. And this is mysterious indeed. Much easier going down the stairs than up the stairs. Oh, we could have gone right in the back. Oh well. There we go. It's just very odd. Very, very odd. Okay, we have a green thing in here. It doesn't seem to match with anything else that we have there, but let's go back upstairs. My sister received a phone call from the 911 dispatcher one time, and cops showed up a bit later, asked questions. We were so confused. Yeah. That's... Well, I suppose... Oh, I'm going upstairs. I suppose that with technology, things can go sideways. But I didn't even hear... I heard neither a phone call being established nor disconnected at any point. All I heard was the voice that said that people were busy. Alright, we've put the green prison. I have unlocked the green achievement. The office said dispatch had received a call from our house. We said no, we got a call and didn't know who it was. Yeah, so if the cops show up, I will have to go talk to them. That's unfortunate. Everything is green. Everything is awesome. Now that everything is green, can I watch TV? No? Okay. Oh, we have numbers on our ticket now. We can see numbers now on our ticket. Can we read the paper? Can we read the sign outside? We cannot, because the paper is not to be read with green. But what about the sign outside? The ticket numbers say 1227. I wonder what the sign outside says. Hello? Oh man, the stairs. There we go. Khalil, saluton. Alright, let's go over here and try and see if we can see this one. Nope, the sign is green, but it doesn't have numbers. Ticket has numbers and a green leaf, and also the stereoscope is green. Now the walls are green. And the delta is green. Of course, Triabolical. Yes, bedaŭrinde mi fartas malbone kaj faras Ali spectron tuil sendon, kiu estas tia eblas por mi mia situacio. Mi ne sidas ĉe mia komputilo. Mi estas komforta en mia lito kun tabuleta komputileto. Okay, well, let's go back over here. Don't have any reason to think I can get in here now because I don't have a handle. Oh, I can get in here now. No, I cannot. I still do not have a handle. If that's what's necessary. Yes, ankaŭ mi aŭdis tion. Mi forpaŝis de ĉi. Tial mi ne faras muziko elsendon hodiaŭ, Kalio. Ĉar energio mankas. Alright, we do not hear music. We hear static. The napkin dispensers are green. We got a ticket already, which appeared black and white before, but now has green numbers. What do we do with our green numbers? We have music, but no green dispensers. Wait, it's quiet. Get quiet. Why'd it get quiet? Hello? I still hear footsteps. My footsteps. Very confused. Walls are green. Oh, looking out the window at them. Looking out the window. We've got our green delta here. Oh, what's this? Aha! Okay, a bat. Okay, maybe that's how we get into the telephone booth. Sir Jace. Yes, komentu ĉiam en Esperanto se vi volas. Esperanto ĉiam bonvenas ĉi tie. Mi simple ne ĉiam parolas Esperanton krom... Oh, there's the static sound again. Krom en vendredo, kiam mi nur parolas Esperante. Alright, let's see if we can get in here now. That we have a bat. No. What could the bat be for? The place that we haven't gone yet is up there. And it's so dark over here. I feel like this must be an elevator. It's too small to be stairs. It could be a ladder. Probably too small to be an elevator. It could be a ladder. So dark. Very difficult to see. Let's try looking at all sides here. We are behind it. And it's so dark. There's just nothing. Okay, this is where we got the bucket. Oh, hello. There's a puddle. Or something? What is this? A pole with an empty hole. I'm so confused. I have combined the hook with the pole. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing, but that's fine. Mi povas iom kombini. I can combine English and Esperanto a little bit. Mi ne komprenas kion mi faru. I really don't know what I'm doing. I have this new tool. Let's try using it here. It doesn't work. All right. I have these numbers. They are green. Don't know what to do with them. I have the stereoscope viewer, which of course, compreneble tio ne funkcias. Mira iu alla telefono. I think I should go back to the telephone booth, and I'm not sure what to do with that file if I don't know what it is. Let's see if we can't get in here with the hook on the pole. I'm really not sure how to make that work, if that is how that is supposed to work. Let's go back and check on the barrel. Vidu, pri kiu ĉeestas? Ĉu estas iu ĉi tie kiu ne komprenas Esperanton? Is there anybody who is in here who does not understand Esperanto? Because as far as I can see, everybody who has chatted actively today does speak Esperanto, in which case I could just switch to Esperanto. Se neniu ĉi tie ne komprenas Esperanton, kial mi ne simple parolu Esperante? Tion mi volonte faros. Tio ne helpos min solvi la misteron. Mi deziras supren iri al tiu pordo. Eble jen ne la momento. Iu fosis truon. Esperanto helpas ja pri misteroj, ĉu? Eble vi pravas. Okay, let's look at our numbers and see if we can't put our numbers here somehow. How do we do that? I mean, we've got 4 space. Ni havas ĉi tie lokon por 4 numeroj. Ni havas ĉi tie 4 numeroj. Sed mi ne povas interagi kun la ŝildo tia. Kio estas antaŭ? Mi ne scias. Ni havas fosilon. Jen! Mi povas preni la fosilon, ĉu? Ne! Mi povas nur rigardi la truon. Al kiu tio servu? Mi ne scias, ĉu estas mia telefono, sed via sono apenaŭ aŭdeblas, kaj mi devas strebi por aŭskulti. Ĉu temas pri mia voĉo aŭ la sono de la ludo? Ĉar fakte mia voĉo simple estas malforta, ĉar mi estas malsana. Kaj mi ja havas ian problemon pri mia mikrofono, sed ne kredas ke tiu problemo estas la problemo kiun vi serĉas. Mankas al mi unu el miaj kapaŭskultiloj en oreloj. Subita silento. Sange. Ĉu vidas ion en tiu truo? Tio estas la rebrilado de la ventumilo malantaŭ mi. Eble tiu ĉi truo estas por giri, por enmeti ilon, por turni ĝin, por reŝargi la... Ĉu estas tiom malnova? Povus esti. Nun sonas pli bone. Mi ne scias. Estas malfacile navigi la ŝtuparon en la mallumo. Mi aŭdas muzikon. Mi ne memoras tiun ĉi muzikon de antaŭe. Ĉu vi? Eble ĝi ja estis. Mi provas tuŝi la duan butonon de la televidilo kaj mi nur eliras. La trian mi eliras. La kvaran mi eliras. Do nur la unua butono tuŝeblas. Nope. Tux, ne precise. I was speaking English, but then someone arrived who doesn't understand English very completely. And so I changed to Esperanto because at that time, everyone in chat understood Esperanto well enough. But now I will go back and forth a little bit. Nun mi havas... Oh, mi do... Io blua. Nun... Pardonu. Revenu. Kiel vi fermiĝas? Mi volas preni vin. Klare estas blua biblioteko. Nun estas iu en la babilejo kiu ne komprenas Esperanton komplete. Vi volas praktiki vian anglan. Okay. Kaj vi ĉiam povas demandi al mi aferojn. Do, we can look at the blue book. It might be a Bible. It might not, but we cannot touch it. Every time we try to take it, the drawer closes. Maybe we have more green things to do before we can do something with the blue. Strange. This game is supposed to take like an hour and a half. And I really doubt that I have any more energy than an hour and a half. I just tried to go down the stairs and it did not work. Let's try again. But yes, hi Pyrus. I couldn't get there. At the last time that I checked, I couldn't get to the attic. But let's look at it again. Oh wait, I have a hook on a stick now. Hook on a stick. Hook on a stick. Pyrus. Oh no. Oh no. My tablet is on the charger. It is actively charging, but it is being decharged faster than it is being charged. That is bad news. Guys, if the stream ends because of that, I will have to not be sad because I don't actually have that much energy. This is such a cute little room. Games and toys. I see a crank. That looks useful. I don't know what for. Can we look out the window? Can we push the button? Oh, we've got up and down, claw, and rotate. Rotate. Hey. Right. Of course. I'm putting the moon in the truck. I don't know why. We have the moon. I'm sorry, what? I have unlocked the stealing the moon achievement. I just stole the moon. Well, that's an interesting thought. I have it charging directly from the wall. I have... Let's see. It's my... Hello? Are we back? Can you hear me? Are we back? Do you see the game? You hear me? That is excellent news. Alright, we've stolen the moon. There's a cute bed here. What's in this? Ah, we have locks, which have a green delta, but we cannot interact with them at all. I really think stream might fail kind of at any moment because my juice is apparently failing quickly. I'm going to change to my other cable just in case this similarly sized cable can work any better. Let's see. I'm charging. I can turn down my brightness. That's probably as good as it gets. Alright, so now that we've stolen the moon, let's go back outside and see what the heck is going on. It's very difficult for me to navigate these stairs. Hello? What am I looking at? Did I fall down? I can't see anything. Here we are. Man, that's very disconcerting. Okay, let's go around. There's the static. And let's go out and see what happened to the moon. It's dark. Now I can't see anything. Shoot. Turning down my game's brightness was not the brightest idea ever, was it? Let's try again. It's very dark without the moon, and I can't see a thing. Alright. There's a lamp. But the moon does not appear to be here anymore. Okay, well, what did we expect? We just stole it. The moon is here. Why is the moon here? But we do have a handle we didn't have before. I don't know what to do with it. Like, I've never stolen a moon before. What does one do with a moon once one has stolen a moon? Can I open that with a crank? No? Can I use the moon? How does one use a moon? I don't get it. Mi ne comprenas water. Saluton. What moon? What moon? Well, that moon, evidently. It's very mysterious. I thought that I would be able to beat this game in one stream. If I finish the green section, I will be ecstatic. Chances are my earbud, singular, water, I got some water from the well earlier. And that was a thing that happened. And then we watered a plant. And then we got some green colors. Okay. Do not despair. Stuff changes colors, and we're in a painting right now. We're in that painting with the diner. You know? The painting with the diner. You know the painting I'm talking about? I don't know what this painting with the diner is called, but we are in a painting of a diner. And we're wandering around and interacting with things. Let's go back over here and try and, I don't know, bury the moon in the backyard. What does one do with the moon? What the heck am I supposed to do? Okay, no, that's not what I'm supposed to do there. And you would think that I would be supposed to use this box or tool. It's a spade, but if I try to interact with the spade, I just go and look at this hole. I don't get it. Alright, let's keep looking around. What's in here? Anything? I think it's a little bit surrealist, yeah. I think that 1.5 hours time for this game was for people who already knew all of the answers and who weren't streaming and who weren't feeling unwell. Because I sure as heck don't know what to do. Let's go back to the upstairs, not the upstairs, but just the main upstairs. I hate these stairs. Ugh. Further up, further in, and further up. Hello? Here we are. We watered the plant, and that's how we got the green delta, and everything turned green. And then we got a green stick. And we put the hook on the stick. I don't know. What are we doing? Numbers. We cannot open our inventory while we're looking at the paper. Well, but also, Pyrus, you're the reason I got up in the attic when I did, because I had the tool to get in the attic, but I hadn't put 2 and 2 together. Okay, so when I look at the TV, I can change channels, but nothing happens there yet. I have a blue book in here I cannot get at. Because when I touch it, at least I think it's a book, and when I touch it, the drawer closes again. Ah, can I put the moon in the drawer? No, what about the crank? Oh, wait. Something happened there. Hang on, I touched the crank and I got a crank indicator. Crank. What's that, precious? The controls for a mobile game are you touch the screen, right? Something going on with this crank. What am I supposed to turn? I'm very confused. Alright, at this point I am straight up asking for advice. Because the crank appears to be able to interact with this. I can open the drawer by touching the white delta. I can open my menu. I can touch the crank. I can drag the... No, I cannot drag the crank. I'm trying to drag the crank and that doesn't help. I touched the book when I had the crank out and I got this arrow, which I can then move around. I've never seen this particular crank interact with anything before. And it could be a turn it left, or it could be a back arrow. But when I touch it, it just closes the drawer again. Okay, we open the drawer. I don't see what we would be cranking here. So you think that's a false clue. I don't see what we would be cranking either, but I can't see in the drawer well enough. In fact, in order to make things last a little longer, I'm going to turn down my turn down my brightness a smidgen because I have 9% battery. Okay, it's been 9% and holding for a little bit. So that's good news, because I thought it was falling rather quickly. So that might mean that changing from my red cable to my white charging cable might have helped. Alright, what can we use the crank on? Let's go back upstairs. Upstairs. All the way up to the attic. No, I did not get the crank from the well. Did I? No, I did not. This is not the crank from the well. This is a different crank. I got the crank up here. I got the crank from one of these boxes over here in this corner. It was sitting over here. It's really dark. Temporarily turn it back up again. Very difficult to get my... There we go. Just temporarily. It was sitting right here on this box. That's where I found it. Turn it back down again. Hello. There we go. Okay, resume. Okay, and then I stole the moon. And I put it in my pocket, and I haven't figured out what to do with that. So the two things I got here are the moon and the crank. And we don't know what to do with this cupboard that is locked. ¿Por qué no los dos? Because I got kicked off of my stream somehow. The stream crashed. And it didn't even do me the favor of giving me 2 minutes to reconnect. Because I'm not on OBS. I'm on mobile, and evidently you don't get that kind of help when you're not on OBS. I don't think there's anything we can attach the crank to. Oh, a clock! We can attach the crank to a clock. Maybe not. Or maybe not that clock. But I swear that's gotta be what the type of thing that this crank might be for, I think. And there's multiple clocks. I wouldn't expect it to be a crank. With the clock, I would expect it to be a key. There's another one. But we don't have a key, we have a crank, and so maybe? Was there anything else upstairs by the bike? I don't know. They could be people's. I hate these dark stairs. Very confused. Go back where the bike was. In the attic, there was a corner that I didn't feel that we looked at. Alright, so questions are okay, guys, but it is a blind playthrough. But can we look at the blah or whatever? That's perfectly reasonable and helpful. Alright, let's turn up our contrast a bit. So the first time we came in here, the door, could crank go here? Door, crank, no, nothing, hello, no, oh, crank and bicycle. Alright, so now this is something new. We've got the crank here. We're looking for a place to use it. This is something brand new. I have never seen this interaction anywhere, but crank and bicycle seem like a logical thing, right? And yet, the game has never done this before, where it's allowed me to walk around with the crank in front of my nose. The crank was sitting on this box. That's where we got it. There's a pedal missing on the bike. Okay, there's also a wheel missing on the bike, and if there's handlebars, I can't see them. I can't see very much at all. I see a seat and a frame and a wheel, and I see a pedal, and I can tell on the frame that there's a wheel missing here. Ah, here's a wheel. Let's try going out of that interaction and see if we can grab the wheel. No. Why would there be a ladder up here when this is already all the way up? Does that mean it's not all the way up? Can you pick up the book? It's green, isn't it? Makes it interesting. I cannot interact with the book. And now, whatever was happening before with me being able to like walk around with the crank, oh, there it is. Can I do that with other things? If I take the moon, yeah. Okay, well this is something I didn't know about before. Let's, I don't know, have an extra source of light while we cannot go downstairs while we have the moon out. We have to put the moon away before we use the attic stairs. Safety first. where we got the moon. It was hanging in the sky. We turned the crane around, and we picked it up with our pincers, and we put it in the truck, and we grabbed it out of the truck. You guys seen those moon lamps? I gave my ex-boyfriend one of those one time, and he was kind of confused at first, and then he decided he loved it. And in all honesty, he probably had every reason to feel like, why isn't this something that you would buy yourself rather than for me? And maybe it was just like I liked it well enough that I thought, you know what, this will make your room much cozier. And it did. Can you pick up the book? Oh, I already read that. Okay. Can't interact with the typewriter. I really did think that I had an idea there with the crank and the clocks. Do we know of any other clocks? Is there a third clock somewhere? Wow, that's the easiest time I've had. Let's go back outside because it's been a while since we've been outside. So I have this feeling like we've done everything there is to do in this area over here. And the first thing that we did was we brought a bucket over and we grabbed the claw and we attached the bucket to the claw. Oh, there's the crank. Okay, there's the crank. And we got water in the bucket, and then we took the bucket away and we took the claw away, and we've used them both since. We don't have them, either of them, anymore. I just don't get the feeling like there's anything else to do in this area over here right now. And let's use our newly developed talent. Yeah, that crank is not the crank that we have. Alright, let's take the crank and try... Nope, that didn't work. Let's take the moon. No. Moon. Moon. No. Alright, we don't know how to open that door yet. And this area over here, the circular-ish thing has green columns, which seems to me to make me think that I should be able to get up there while I'm in this green phase of the game. I think of this green phase as a chapter. Chapter green. So this is the only other thing. Crank. Nope. Okay, so the crank doesn't stay while I'm looking at this. The moon doesn't stay while I'm zoomed in here. Well, why would I be able to use the moon or the crank on that? That just doesn't make any sense anyway. Ugh, wrong button. Well. A deep subject for shallow minds. I'm starting to be tempted to push the hint button. If anyone has any thoughts that would prevent me from pushing the hint button, you are welcome to give me a small clue. A well is a hole in the ground with water in it. Ah, well. Ah, well. Try to lead me gently, if at all possible. But what can we do? We have a hole in the ground. We have a book with blue on it. We have a TV with no signal. We have a cupboard with no keys. We need 2 keys to open the cupboard that's up here. We have a bicycle that may or may not require any interaction whatsoever. Have you looked at everything on the desk or where the bike is? Yes. That was where I stole the moon. Well, this is why I'm thinking now might be the time for me to request a hint. Let's do it. Maybe one of the inventory items can be used somewhere outside. All right. Well, that was a reasonable hint. That did not give away too much. I like that as a first hint. I have an inventory item that can be used outside. I have a crank and a moon that have not been used anywhere, and I would assume a moon should be used outside. But like, what do I do? Just stick the moon in the sky? Put the moon back? Oop. Oop. I do not understand how to use inventory items when I have no delta. In fact, even when I do have a delta. Ah, this is something that can be interacted with, but not with the moon. And the crank. Also no. Alright, I have a crank, but the well already has a crank. Somewhere outside, I mean, this is the area that's somewhere outside that I haven't gotten to yet. But I don't know how to get in there. Oh, can I walk in there? No. That is not a place where I can go in. This is very dark, and all I can tell is that on no side of it do I see a delta that indicates that I can interact with it in any way. I've gone all the way around it and see nothing of the sort. And I have my ticket with my numbers that I think need to go here, but I don't know how to do that. Numbers.
Well, yes, okay, numbers. What if we walk down the road? Yeah. I can barely see the, oh, hello, wormhole. Okay, I have just walked down the road and gotten retransported back where I was. Fascinating. Yep, there's a wormhole. We cannot leave. What if we try and go this way? Yep, there's definitely some mysterious force keeping us here. Right. Well, okay. The items that I've never used are the ticket, numbers, the ticket entirely, and the crank and the moon. The places I've never been are inside the telephone booth and up here. The other things to interact with are this pile of dirt, the book next to the big bed, and the cupboard next to the little bed. They even programmed a sound effect, indeed. Alright, I'm going after another clue, because I have limited battery and also limited personal battery. I don't have, can you use the little crane to put the ticket on the sign? Let's go upstairs. See whether we can reverse the function of the crane. Nope. I'm really not good at these stairs. There we go. Crane ticket sign. Ticket. Before I started my interaction with the sign by pushing this button. And it took me into an interactive mode with this crane. And now the button is non-functional. So I believe that I cannot use the little crane to put the ticket on the sign. It appears, well, you know what? I shouldn't necessarily need 2 keys. Depends on how that bar works. If that bar is free floating, I should only need 1 key. But the matter of fact is that I don't have any keys. The crane is only there for stealing the moon. That is what I believe. Let's go back outside and ask for another hint. Well, now that I have the moon, steal it any further. I've already stolen it as far as I can. Wait. I'm really struggling with how to go downstairs. There we go. I got it. Got it. Okay, let's see. Well, sheesh. That's what we're gonna get? I might be stuck, guys. I don't really have very much energy left. Makes sense to me that we would try to put those 4 digits here, but I certainly don't know how. Maybe we have to go up here to do it. I feel like I should be able to pick up this spade and dig in here, but I can't interact with the spade at all. I can only zoom in. And then what? Well, that might be as far as we get for today. I think that my best path forward will be to end stream and take a rest, and then at some point to go look at a walkthrough up to a certain point and no farther, just to get over this one particular stuck point, and then try again another time, because I think I really like the vibe in this game. And if I can get past this little bit, I would like to continue it on Wednesday, if you guys would be down for that. Yeah. So, if anybody has any suggestions for a raid target, I would love that. Thanks, Constellazio. That would be really wonderful. I find that streaming really does help me feel less useless. It's a wonderful distraction from how I'm feeling, as long as I don't overdo it, and I've definitely overdone it at this point. So I'm gonna take a nap after we raid Call Sign Scarecrow. Thank you for putting those raid calls out there. Oh, Projectocaliu and Pyrus? Oh. Well, I've already started off the raid, so we are going to raid for some music, because I usually stream music